So you've had an unfortunate incident happen at your property, and now you're wondering, how do you file a claim with your insurance company? Don't worry, it's not as complicated as you might think. Filing a property insurance claim in Texas doesn't always have to be a headache, but a lot of times your insurer won't be exactly clear about the steps you need to take. By following these simple steps that I'm about to give you, you can get your claim filed and get your property back to normal as quickly as possible. The first thing you should do after a covered occurrence or damage has occurred to your property is to call your insurance company as soon as possible. When it comes to filing a claim, it's important to know that you do have a duty to notify your insurance company as soon as possible after a loss occurs. The sooner you notify your insurance company, the sooner they can start the process of assessing your claim. So have your policy number handy when you call. Next, collecting documentation is an important step you will want to take after making a property damage claim. You'll need to provide your insurance company with proof of your loss, such as photographs of the damage, repair estimates, and any other relevant documentation. For example, maybe weather reports if you're making a weather-related claim. But whatever you're doing, keep detailed records. Here's another tip. It's a good idea to keep those detailed records, which includes insurance policies and any correspondence that you have with your insurance company, because it may come in handy later. After you've collected all this documentation and evidence of your property loss, you'll want to complete what's called a sworn proof of loss. This is basically an affidavit where the homeowner swears to the amount of loss that's occurred to the property. Your insurance company will likely have a form for you to fill out either online or in paper form. Make sure you fill out this form completely and accurately. You'll need to provide the insurance company with that evidence that you've collected earlier, such as photographs and repair estimates. And probably the most critical step in this process is waiting for the outcome of the assessment by your insurance company's adjuster. Your insurance company will send out an adjuster to assess the damage and determine the cost of the repairs. Now, this process can take a few days up to a few weeks depending on the extent of the damage, but generally it should be no longer than 2 weeks from the date you first filed a claim. And if it takes longer than that, an insurance violation may have occurred. And probably the most frustrating and time-consuming is the review and negotiate stage. Once you review that assessment that you get from the adjuster, you can dispute if you don't agree with the cost of those repairs. Don't hesitate to reach out to your insurance company to discuss that estimate that you get from the insurance company's adjuster. You as the policyholder are able to negotiate with your insurance company if you don't agree with the damages that are being covered or the amount your insurance is giving you to make repairs. But most homeowners are not very familiar with insurance claims, so homeowners are able to hire a public adjuster or have an attorney negotiate on their behalf. And the very last step of making a claim is for you to get the repairs done. Once your claim is approved, you can start making the necessary repairs to mitigate your damages to your property. Make sure you keep all receipts and documentation for the damages for the work that was done in case you need to get additional money to recover. Filing a property insurance claim is as simple as remembering to contact your insurance company as soon as possible, collect the necessary evidence, and complete any required documentation, reviewing, negotiating, and disputing that assessment if necessary. Remember, any advice given in this video isn't meant to be legal advice, but information to help you decide your options. So I'm not your attorney for your particular legal matter, but I want to be. If you're looking for legal representation, look in my video description or my page description to find out how to schedule a consult with me or a member of my firm.